Hello and welcome back to Railway Empire. We're sat looking at our lovely junction. We've got a train there that has no suitable freight and we've got to meet 1 million profit in a quarter. Then we get to see what our new tasks are. Hopefully we get to do that today and before the end of the episode. I have it paused at the moment just in case something goes horribly wrong while I'm doing the intro, as it happens. Right, let's see what's up with this train. What's up with you? You are Warehouse 1 from Quebec. Oh, hang on.
We cannot afford to waste any more time. I'm not quite eager to sit tight and wait for an act of hostility. It would not be the first time the United States have tried to annex this area. In case of an attack, it will probably take place during the winter when the St. Lawrence River is frozen and the entrance into the ports situated there is blocked for backup troops from England. I ensured that we can build directly up to the Atlantic Ocean now, and in addition, to bring troops up the country in case of an emergency.
Are we done? There we go, guys. Now we have to bring in 2 new cities. Yes, they're not part of our original setup, are they? Moncton and Halifax. That would be Halifax, not in the UK. Right then, they're our new tasks. We do have a point to spend. Well, I mean, either or. I see a lot of mail going around, so why not? We also have, what was that? Professor Auctioneer. Half tempted to just put one of those in our back pocket. We have 1 million in the bank nearly. Yes, this train. I completely forgot when we changed over. Oh no, you're fine. In fact, why did you leave? I don't know what's going on there. He should not have left. Probably something to do with our builds. Maybe. Or are you... No, you're fine. I'm not sure what's up with you. You should have been wait until full. It doesn't matter if there's no freight available in there. Yeah. Unknown. Should we check the other one as well? This one. Do you have wait until full? Yes, you do. Okay. I guess we should check. Yeah, I was going to say, I bet we should check the ones we have going down to the other warehouse, which are obviously not wait until full. You are now. Oh yes, and we were waiting for that other guy to leave the station so we can change your orders and get you going into Quebec 2 instead of 1. While I would prefer him not to lose his goodies, it doesn't matter at the moment, does it? He did not. Lovely. Was that the last train using this little branch here? Oh, look at that. It is. Let's get rid of that. Tidy it up. We don't need all these signals in a staggered formation either. There we go. Just enough to tidy it all up. Watch it put them back staggered. Right, get you like that. In fact, we could probably fit a midway signal. We're not going to block anything there, are we? Lovely. I think we're all tidy, guys, and ready to find out what we've got to do in order to link up those two. It looks like, yeah, there's Moncton. Is that how that's pronounced? And there is Halifax. Halifax. Oh, silk cloth for wood, eh? Hey, that's not bad, is it? No. As much as I would love a trading centre, 1.5 million when we've got to... we've got one mighty build ahead of us, haven't we? And it's blocked off just here, so we can't scoot down by the coast there. Is it a coast? I would say so. Yeah, that's going to be an awkward build. Not an awkward build, probably more of an expensive build. But it's fine, because we've got plenty of money. It would be nice then to get silk down this end, wouldn't it, to Saguenay? That would be kind of lovely. How are we going to build down here? I guess we've just got to connect them, haven't we? Montreal, as long as it's connected to our network, it will be classed as a task complete. Now, can we afford then just to get the stations in as I'd like them? Saguenay? Ooh, do you know, I wouldn't mind. Can we squeeze it in between these two? Because that'd be kind of nice. Yeah. We need, what do we need? City buildings, don't we? Universities? We can't. I'm a little bit worried about blocking off. I would like a terminus here because we've got this river section. So I'm a little bit worried about blocking off this section. If we get in a terminal, we can remove it afterwards. Once we've figured out where this university is going. Right, will you fit in? And will you allow me to delete it and rebuild it? If we put it there and we delete this, will it let us put it back in again? As long as it does, yes, good. Right, we don't have to worry about that then. Place has been reserved. Because I would like to spend all of our money heading down here. When have we got to do it by? 1866. We're currently in 1863. I'm going to attach us to the end of this station just for a hookup for now. But I am going to put its actual station in at Moncton. I don't want to go across that water there. It's going to be way too pricey. I think we can do a little wiggle down here. We'll make a little scenic route from Moncton to Halifax. Unfortunately, our little people won't appreciate it in any way, shape or form as far as game mechanics are concerned. In fact, they'll probably frown at the fact that they've got to take a detour. But for us, in cab rides, it should look beautiful. Right then, this is going to be a mission, isn't it? Absolutely. It's going to be a temporary build for now. If we can get away with it being fairly cheap, I guess, to build, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? We don't want any bridge work then or anything like that. And I guess for now we don't really mind the grade. It looks like we can sit in there, doesn't it? And then head round. Avoid some of the lumpy bumps. Head through there. Nice 1% grade through there. That's going to end soon, no doubt, as we try and make our way round this mess of a hill or mountain. I'm not sure. It might be a mountain. And then we've got to somehow get down to here cheaply without bridging. Maybe. Yeah, get rid of that bridge. We don't really want massive grades. Well, once we've got it all set up anyway. Well, I mean, given the price and what we've got going on here, we might be able to get this sorted. Yeah, perhaps. All right, let's go for the actual build. 3% grade isn't bad. The rest of it is tidy, isn't it? Can we, yeah, get that a little smoother, perhaps? 0%. I'll take that. And 2% better than 3%, and then we've got 3% there. Can we go a little better? Not a tunnel. Look at the price difference. We go from nearly 200k to over 300k. That's not what we want. Yes, I think something like that will be just fine. So this is the... Which track is that? Well, it doesn't matter, Grand. You're not going to be doing that connection. We just want it hooked up, don't we? I mean, time hasn't passed so far. We could sit here talking all day. Don't do that.
First important step to a higher sovereignty. This connection will solidify the position of the colonies of North America.
A lovely gold tick. Right then, Halifax. A terminus. Really? I guess we could have a terminus and a through track. Terminus to head up north and a through track to do both. As well as deal with fish and vegetables later on and grain. So we'll start with a terminus, which is going to take us up to Moncton. And that'll be a nice little mix service, no doubt. They do beer, don't they? Yeah. Right then, terminal station's pricey, but it saves us messing around later. We can get this in and tidy, and then we'll call that our main track, and then that's one thing done, isn't it? We'll start with the inside track, as that's going to be the tightest angle we can get away with. So we'll just plonk stuff in and then we'll tidy it up, but we'll sort of run by the contours as well, and then we'll see where we're at. That should be that, shouldn't it? And then the other one's on the outside. Okay, can we get this a bit lower? Does it need to be lower or higher? Probably lower, doesn't it? But without being a tunnel or anything like that. There we go. Can we get you tidy? Does that need to be raised or lowered? Lowered. And the same here. So if we go a little bit closer to the river there, we might be able to avoid too much grade change. And we don't need any bridge work, do we? I think we can get away with this without bridging. Oh, there we go. Guys, look at that. We're going to have some fantastic cuttings in this. Oh, it's going to be beautiful. Oh, don't touch that one. That was fine. Get this one tidy. Yeah, that needs to head up just a little bit, or does it? Oh, we might be able to get away with this. 0, 1%. I like 1%. That's nice. 2%, 3%. It's just a wiggle jiggle, isn't it? There we go. That's enough wiggle jiggle. I think that's beautiful. 90,000 and another task.
Our efforts here are significant. Due to the direct connection, people are getting access to a wide variety of commodities from the United Kingdom.
Thank you for removing your speech bubble. Right, deliver 40 loads of wood to Halifax, which we've fortunately just set up the actual line. We'll double track it as well. And then 40 loads of cloth to towns. We have to do this by 1867. We'll stick all these in our back pocket. They're going to come in useful. We could do with some more office staff as well. That would be lovely. Right then, where's wood? Well, there's wood here. Can we grab that? I would prefer to grab it at 0%. What's it going to cost us? 91,000. We've got plenty of money in the bank. I mean, while we're waiting, let's just do a quick double track down here. There we go. I mean, I guess we could set up a little mix service running down there, couldn't we? We'll get it signalled up and we'll stick a supply tower in the middle. We'll more than likely use this track for our freight, bypass Moncton from the wood and come in. I guess eventually we can have a more direct route. But for now, we want to spread our wings, don't we? Meaning, oh, not that. Meaning we expand up to Saguenay, as opposed to concentrate purely on this area and get it all double, quadruple tracked and whatnot. I would, yeah, let's get that in. A nice maintenance yard in there and a nice maintenance yard in Moncton. A maintenance building, not a yard, is it? Right then, let's set up a mixed service. We'll set up a mixed service, why not? Automatic. We don't have any dedicated mixed trains at the moment, so we'll stick the Dragon on. We'll get you... Ooh, I'll save those for our mainline trains, but we'll get you a conductor on, that's for sure. Either or there, just one of you get on. Lovely. Well, that's something, isn't it? A couple of passenger cars and a mail car. It's extra money. It's not the longest of journeys. And, oh yes, can we get away with 0 on here? Time hasn't moved. Well, it's going down as long as they don't take any out. If they deliver some via coach, then... oh, no, there it is. There it is. Get it. 70k. It's beautiful. The AI are not involved yet, so they're not going to buy it from underneath us, or at least put a bid in and force the price up to ridiculous amounts. How about this? This might be pricey, but I would love to get it. Depends. It's currently maxed out, so 42.8. Oh, it's a comma. I mean, do you know, I've only just realised it's the one of the European countries uses a comma instead of a full stop, don't they? Yeah, 42.8. Are you going to go down? Come on. I'd love you to go down because I'd like to buy this early on. We're at that stage now, aren't we? Although, we really have to get this wood delivered, so perhaps not. Do you know what? Oh, it's a toughie. I guess as long as we don't hook it up, it's not going to be overly busy, is it? It's going to be somewhere in the middling range. How much is that going to cost us? Down to 273,000. Now what's it down to? 242,000. It's tempting. If we can snag this cheap, it would be lovely. What's the cheapest it goes? 212. I'm absolutely going to take it. And we'll increase ticket prices for our passenger trains as well. Think of those long passenger services we have running up there and that we're about to do down here. Do you know, if one of these is what you call it? They're not. The other guy, not the auctioneer. What's the other one? The one that makes your auctions cheaper. That would have been 25% off that, or 20%. That would have been nice, wouldn't it? Right. Let's see how the station will sit in here. I definitely want the signal controlled so that we can queue up and in any platform as well. Oh, that is awful. Oh, that is absolutely awful. Look at the state of that. I want to get a visual of this by heading down. Oh yeah, that's terrible. That's not going to be easy to build on, is it? Dear oh dear. Well, I can see a few valleys that will take us round about this level where Moncton is and allow us to join up our station and our tracks, because we will want to deliver wood to Moncton as well. Get them growing. Right. Well, we have enough money for a large train station because I don't think we've got the reach to get down. I would like to go in this little section here if possible. Well, yes. We probably want to sit on there somewhere, don't we? It depends if it lets us build in here with a small one. That'll be a no. We haven't quite got the reach because we've got to sit up this end somewhere. Okay, let's try a large. Not that though, because that you can't do that, unfortunately. Ooh, okay, we've got the reach. Can we sit in that little gap? It would be lovely, wouldn't it? Yeah, get into that little gap there. I mean, it's a bit rough, perhaps, but alright, we're in. It depends what sort of line we can get down here to Moncton, which would be this track. Oh, it's kind of beautiful. We don't need the tunnel. We can sort of scoot round that. Well, do you know, I don't mind it. It's a little bit of a cutting going on. But 1%, 2%, 0%, 3. I guess we go 1, 2. Rather than a steep grade. 44k to hook that up. To start with, we can run our trains through Moncton because there's not much going on. And that will begin our delivery of wood down to Halifax there. But then what we've got to do is continue this. Fortunately, we have a lot of the line done and complete. We need to get across to Saguenay and into this warehouse. We need to then expand this warehouse. A lot of money coming out of our bank account very shortly. Well, it already has, hasn't it? We don't want any of you. Yeah, we've got to get into this warehouse. So that's an expensive bridge. I really don't want to take them around the houses. No. So we're gonna do it and spend the money up front, and then we don't have to worry about it. I think that's better than trying to reroute trains after the fact, because there's going to be trains doing this journey past through Montreal. Oh, I guess we could have a bypass, but no. I'd like to do the proper connection. We can get this hooked up though. We can start to deliver. The problem we've got is they're full on cloth. So we need to get cloth out of here urgently, but we can still deliver wood to Halifax. I don't think that's going to be a problem at all. They are going to accept some for their personal use, aren't they? Not to turn into cloth. So we've got our first bit of track done. And we are going to need Well, we've got one on there. Oh no, look at me go. We've already got our maintenance buildings on our stations. Right then, new train. Let's get our first bit of wood on the way to Halifax. That'll be our priority. And definitely wait until full. Hopefully you do take some, and hopefully it's a full load, because that will be 8 of the 40 done. Not speed, and definitely not a... oh, look at that. Definitely not a conductor. You're on your way already, and we'll also get another train running into Moncton that only travels on our network when it's full. Freight only, sir. Did I do freight only with that one? It doesn't really matter, does it? There we go. I did it again. But we need 53.6k. I guess we can set up this screen. Well, it'll all depend whether a passenger train heads into a state. Oh, that's going up so fast. Yeah, it all depends whether a passenger train heads into the station, because that's a fortune, isn't it? There we go, and we've got a full train load heading into Moncton. I think we'll be okay on the throughput from here. New industry. Where? In Grand Lac, Victoria. Wait, they'll give us... well, that's not much, is it? 82.7k? But what would we build? Nothing, because we can't afford it. I say that, we now have until April 24th. So the AI won't build in there. Just depends what we want to make in there, doesn't it? I mean, there's nothing pleasant or close. Well, there are cows down there. Maybe that'll be worth doing. We're going to get 80,000 back. I know it's a slight deviation from our task, but we're sort of underway there. This might prove useful, especially if we get this area unlocked sooner rather than later, because we can pull cows up. And meat is an issue, and I feel like meat's always going to be an issue. So having meat here would be kind of lovely. We also have it up in the warehouse there. We could have another warehouse at the bottom, couldn't we, as well? Ooh, how much are they? 300k. We almost have the money. I say we do that. 300,000, we get 80, or what is it? 82.7k back. That will give us enough money to continue our double tracking and stuff. And then we've got to see how much it's going to cost us to go across there. It does look fairly flat around this backside of the mountain / hill. And then we've got to... ooh, it's a big river, isn't it? It's a big river. I think we can get across there. It's about time we spent some money. Alright, we've got enough to build this. And we could stick it on this side. So let's get us a meat factory. Oh, we can't stick it that side. That is awkward. That means putting a station in as well. Oh, I really wish it would move the buildings out the way. Could we go up there, the furthest that side? And will it allow us to put another station in? I guess later on it wouldn't matter, will it? We can destroy it because it's not going to be doing much at the moment. And then rebuild it unless we can... oh, it doesn't matter, look at that. We can fit another station in, guys. It's beautiful. Worries are unhad. That's a sentence. Okay, we need to get us deliveries of cloth underway. We could take them direct. Are these guys going to be asking for cloth? They are. We could take them direct, but if we take them into the warehouse, we're guaranteed a full load for probably eternity. It isn't, however, the best journey for a freight train because obviously fixed rates on freight are not pleasant. But if we're taking it to a warehouse, it serves another purpose, doesn't it? We can distribute from there until we can get, I guess, cotton underway. Yeah, I'm not going to go looking for cotton. We'll just do it like this for now. It's going to cost us 180k to upgrade this. We should figure out the build, shouldn't we? We'll use the outside track. Maybe. I don't like the grade you've got there immediately. That's a bit bizarre. Oh, there we go. We can do it like that, 2%. I want to build the full 4-track out here. And then we'll use the inside track to actually run it around. Then what we can have is we can have a bypass is what I'm hoping to go round here. So we've got a through track from Halifax and Moncton, should we need it. Which we can. Yeah, do you know what? If we stick this in here, it will save us having to squeeze round there should we expand, which we will do eventually, won't we? This one needs to slide in up this end somewhere. I guess we can do it like that and then shift that over. 2% grade is really nice, isn't it? Get you hooked in there. Well, that's pleasant. Now then, the big build. This is going to be a royal pain, no doubt. 2% round there is lovely. This is the issue. Yeah, it's going to cost us a small fortune. We don't want a tunnel. We're going to have to be careful where we hook in here. We could go there and maybe drop it a little bit. Yeah, it's doable, isn't it? I mean, it's going to be a mighty cutting and a mighty bridge, but how else are you supposed to do it? That is pleasant. Yeah, that's pleasant. If we lower it, we do save a bit of money, but not really worth it because we've got a nice cutting through here. I'm looking forward to a cab ride on this. Although we're kind of heading the wrong way there, aren't we? So if we pull that back, we don't need it that far, do we? We just got to figure out, oh dear, why is that more expensive? That doesn't make much sense. Oh yes, it does. It must be getting lower. Right, I toyed with it, guys, and I got us at that angle, which is about the same price, but goes further and is closer to our junction. Oh, there we go. Right, 474. I think it's worth doing a little bit of fast forward. We have everything on here. We could do with the building on there. I would say it's better to get this cloth underway so that we deliver more wood. And we've almost got the whole network sorted, haven't we? The main line up to Saguenay there. That's kind of beautiful. So should we do a bit of fast forward so we can afford this? And then we'll get the bridge connected. I mean, it's pricey. We're in no rush, are we, at the moment? I think 1867 is generous. We've already delivered 8 as well. That's lovely. Right then, accelerates train maintenance. That's more money more often. Or the same amount of money more often. Meat industry in that place. No, we're saving up cash for a really expensive bridge, which we have the funds for. Look at that. I was hoping during that time we got cheaper bridge work or something, but that's down here, isn't it? Yeah, 30% discount. Look at that. Anyway, should we get this connected? Purchase that. Beautiful. And we are, which side are we? That is the inside, so that's right, isn't it? Yeah. So we'll connect into here. Now technically we have the connection. Look at that. How much will it cost us to double track? 256k. That's not bad, is it? That's not bad at all. 256k and we get a double line all the way, a double track line all the way up to warehouse 1, and then we can shift our cloth. Oh, that's beautiful. I love it. We might have to save that build for the next episode, I think, because that's not the only thing we've got to do. We've got to upgrade our warehouse as well. It's going to take us a little while. So what we'll do to end today... No, save these. That's what we absolutely need to do. Reduces maintenance requirements will be perfect, won't it? For our freight trains that have got to do this monstrous journey from Halifax to Saguenay. Maintenance building down here eventually, so a midway point will be absolutely marvellous. So, are there any of our trains that could use a An engineer. Was it an engineer? I think it was a stoker, wasn't it? Let's see. Fast stoker. Well, you're indifferent. I might take that. Yeah, and we don't need that one. I'll tell you what. Yes, you go on there. I'm pretty sure these are all plus 5% anyway. Now we've got a big plan, haven't we? For the beginning of next episode. We are going to get this double tracked, signalled up, and oh, it's beautiful. And then on the end of the next episode, we can take a ride on that. And the ride today, I guess we'll get on our little... it's almost like a seaside railway, isn't it, this one? It's lovely. I mean, I don't know whether you call that a seaside, really. It's probably a bit chilly. But yeah, it's pleasant. Alright guys, that was a fun episode for me. It was fairly straightforward. Hook up 2 new towns and we're getting the infrastructure set up now. We're already delivering wood. We're on board the mix service that's doing the little freezing cold seaside run. So a little bit like a UK holiday perhaps. And up north, Blackpool, there we go. But it's not, is it? It's Moncton to Halifax. We've got wood on the way. We've got technically a connection now all the way to Saguenay. We've got the money to start with. It will go back again, our money, because I save it before we take our cab rides, just in case something happens. And I like this. I love this little seaside route. It's kind of beautiful, isn't it? Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that one as much as I did. And until next time, take care.